I love the easy desserts that are like on the back of a package. The no-bake stuff that you can do, even the bakery stuff. I like the original Toll House recipe. I'm a fan of puppy chow. Now these recipes, they're good, but they're not game changers, right? You can't really do a lot of complex technique with them, and often the flavors are really one note. Most of the time, really sweet. And they're sweet specifically so your kids will ask for them over and over and over again. Well, today, I'm actually gonna do a little twist on these recipes. I'm gonna try to make them for a more discerning palate, a more mature palate. I'm gonna make over two classics, brown butter Rice Krispie treats and dark chocolate peanut butter bars. Once you make these, you'll realize that the flavors on these are not just one note and they're not cloying. Instead, they're complex and they have a great balance of flavor. So the main changes on these are they're gonna get some more butter, the butter's gonna be browned, and they're gonna get more salt. And it's more salt than you think. So let's start with the Rice Krispie treats. We're gonna start by buttering an 11 by 13 pan. For this recipe, I double the butter suggested by Kellogg. They suggest 3 tablespoons of butter. I use 6. Now, you should use unsalted butter. We'll be adding salt to this later. If you use salted butter, just add less salt to it, but it's easier to tell how much you put in if you use unsalted butter. I put the butter in a pan and put it on medium heat, and then once it melts, I stir it frequently to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom. I'm gonna wait until this browns. Do not step away from this pan. Always stir it. When it's done, it'll be a deep brown color, and it'll be fragrant, and it'll smell nutty. When it's done, immediately take it off that heat and pour in a 10-ounce bag of mini marshmallows. And then put it back on the heat a bit if you need to make sure everything is sort of melty. Now, if you're okay hitting sort of a big unmelted patch of marshmallows, that's fine. You could probably just put it in as it is. But I like to make sure it's all homogeneous. Once it comes off the heat, I add a teaspoon of kosher salt. Now, the salt will depend on how much you add. Some kosher salt is very salty in comparison to diamond, so you're going to add less salt in that case. This balances the flavor of the Rice Krispie treats and really cuts down on that overpowering sweetness of the marshmallow. Also, brown butter just adds so much richness to this. Once I add the salt, I'm going to take this and pour this over 6 cups of Rice Krispies and give it a stir, make sure it's all incorporated. Now, once it's all mixed together, I'm going to turn it out into that buttered pan. Now, I use a piece of wax paper to gently tap this Rice Krispie into the pan. This is where a lot of people mess up, and they make a little dense neutron star of a stale-tasting Rice Krispie treat. The harder you press this into the pan, the more it's going to harden on itself when it cools. And it's going to leave you a little adobe brick of a dessert treat. So just be very gentle when you tap it into the pan. Just get it into shape. After that, I take the paper off, this wax paper, and I put a couple of pinches of salt on the top. I don't crush it like I normally would with kosher salt, and I don't put too much on, but I really like having a nice big crystal of salt when I bite into these once in a while. It really adds to the flavor. Now, you can skip this step if you like, but I really do like this. All right, onto the peanut butter bars. So this is basically going to undergo the same makeover. We're going to start with a sleeve of graham crackers, not the cinnamon ones. You got to use the honey grahams. And we are going to either finely crush these with a rolling pin or do what I do and pulse them in a food processor. Once they're a fine powder, we're going to set them aside. Now I get 1 cup of butter, this is 2 sticks, in a pan over medium heat. Now we are going to brown this butter as well. Again, don't walk away. Make sure it's brown. Once it's brown, I'm going to try to get it out of this pan as quickly as possible. So I walk right over to the mixing bowl, pour it in. I add a teaspoon of kosher salt. Now, there's less salt in this because the next ingredient is peanut butter. And I'm using a basic Jif. You can use Skippy or Peter Pan, one of those that's not a natural, quote unquote, natural peanut butter, because these versions have more sugar and the final product is a lot more smooth. The other ones might break on you. So I would use like a really mass market brand. And I don't use crunchy peanut butter in this because I don't like the crunch of the peanuts. I put a cup of peanut butter in here with the hot butter and I stir it until it's combined. And I stir it quite a bit. Make sure all the peanut butter is melted into this hot butter. Then I add
1 3/4 cups of powdered sugar, and I stir that in, and I make sure to get a little on my counter too. I stir it in, and once it's incorporated, I add the crushed graham crackers. Stir that, and then I pour this into a buttered 8x8 pan and spread it evenly. Now, there's 2 ways to make the topping. I like just chocolate. I do 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You could also do darker chocolate chips if you like, and I melt these in the microwave. I put them in for 30 seconds at a time in a microwave-safe bowl until they are fully melted. You can over-melt your chips, so don't just throw them in there and let them run. Once they're done, I'll just pour it on the top and sort of smooth it out. Now, when this cools, there's going to be a crunch on the top. That's going to be crunchy. The chocolate will snap. If you don't like that and you don't want that, you can, while the chips are melted, you can pour in 1/4 cup of peanut butter and stir that together and then use that. Now, that will not solidify completely. That'll be just, it won't be like tempered chocolate. It'll just be almost like a frosting. I'm not as big a fan of that, but you can do that if you like. Now, I salt the top of these as well, just like the Rice Krispie treats. Put these in your fridge for about an hour. Now, these are amazing. There's a snap on the top, which I like quite a bit, and they are the deep flavors of the peanut butter and the brown butter, and then you get that crunchy sweetness, and the salt just balances the whole thing out.
I hope you give these a try, and I hope this gives you some inspiration to look at some of these mainstay recipes and put your own twist on them. Make them to your palate. All right, that's it for this week. Please comment, like, subscribe, all those things that help the algorithm so that my videos wind up in someone else's feed. Anything you can do, much appreciated. All right, catch you next time. Till then, season liberally.